Martyrs isn't really a horror film. It's an experience, and I can't say that it's a rewarding experience either. From 2008, this film has just been released from Eureka, part of their Masters of Cinema series, number 325. When this was first announced, it sold out really quickly. They had to put additional copies out there, which I'm great because I want more people to get this film. But in second thoughts, do I really? This is a haunting film, one that I've seen before and one that stuck with me a lot. After escaping from brutal captivity, young Lucy believes she's found the family responsible for her suffering, but her quest for revenge soon spirals into something far more nightmarish, leading her and her friend Anna into the depths of unimaginable pain and transcendence. This is a truly shocking film. And unlike most torture porn films or films that are classified like that, I don't feel that the violence in this one is done to kind of shock. Yes, I suppose it is a part, but not to titillate. Whereas things like Hostel and that the violence is there because it's the most prevalent point of the film.
Faut pas le dire, hein? Faut pas faire ça. C'est pas moi. C'est pas moi.
It's not the same in Martyrs. There is a story here. There's a story about abuse, dealing with that. There is characters who need help that haven't been getting it, who've been taken advantage of. As you meet the characters, Lucy is severely damaged. Her experience has scarred her for life. Anna, on the other hand, does have abuse within her history, but not to the extent that Lucy has. But she will become someone to understand that pain throughout the film. The idea that pain can lead to enlightenment is horrifying. The subjugation of someone, pushing someone to their limits and beyond, just so that they can experience something that the vast majority of people will never experience.
Nourrissez cette souffrance de façon méthodique, systématique et froide, et que cela dure.
This one challenges, it disturbs, it provokes thoughts, which is a good thing. It raises it above that, just being extreme for the sake of being extreme. I don't want to get into the film too much, but there is definitely a kind of two-part structure here. The first half plays like a kind of revenge shocker, and it definitely shocks, where the second descends into a philosophical horror film, which again equally shocks. There are moments within this film that are unbelievable to see. One part in particular is when you just cut to a family. It's a nuclear family, mother, father, daughter, son. They're just having their little quibbles, they're having breakfast, they're having fun, when violence arrives at their doorstep, and it is so unexpected, it is so shocking and immediate that it takes you aback. It is an incredible sequence that just it completely obliterates me every time I watch it.
Tu te reposes de quoi le dimanche? Hein? C'est ta semaine à l'usine.
There is reasons as to why things are happening, but that immediate action is just so shocking. The prolonged brutalization of one of the characters in the second half of the film is a different kind of horror for me. It's one of those ones where you see the willingness that people are willing to do to other people, the lack of humanity, the lack of mercy, the lack of understanding and empathy. And that's that kind of people that have always shocked me in cinema, because it's something I can't understand. This is a film that I haven't talked too much about the story, because I feel like you really need to kind of see it. And it does have a story, and it has something to say. It's one that you should definitely experience once, and once might be enough for you. But to get it in such an amazing edition is really shows you the kind of world that we're living in, where you can get these amazing movies done in 4K. What I really like about this film is the kind of tonal shift. Like I said, it feels like a two-structure movie where we kind of move from revenge to revelation. It's really well done, and it's deeply unsettling all the way through it. The final sequence is just terrific. It's haunting and leads to endless debates. The direction is clinical, and it really leans into some of, like I said, there's some shocking moments of violence, but they're never really lingered on. They're never drawn out. They're never exposed to be something more than just brief, shocking violence.
Elle est relâchée, je veux dire, complètement relâchée. Son visage est comme... Mademoiselle, ses yeux... Je vous jure qu'elle ne voit plus ce qu'il y a autour d'elle.
It's a film that you should watch, preferably on an empty stomach, if you're going to watch it. The new 4K restoration is terrific, with this within the sort of building at the start, the warehouse, where you get to see the sort of textures, you get to see all these creeping shadows, and the effects are just wonderful. When it's in that sterile sequence later on, it shows everything in its horrific clarity that you may want. And again, we've got a little bit of grain in here, which is something I really do love. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at some of the extras for Martyrs. Here we are in the disc for Martyrs. We have the film with DTS 5.1, 2.0 and audio commentary by Nia Edwards-Bay. Then we have Revisiting the Belfond House. We have Mylene Yampigno reflects on Martyrs. This is 17 minutes 16 seconds, and I really like how she kind of talks about her career, where she was, and how this was a real departure, something special, something different, and something that has definitely stuck with her. Beauty and Brutality, Alice Haylett Bryan on Martyrs. This is all about new French Extremity, and it is 24 minutes 50 seconds. It talks a lot about horror at the time, where France was leading to, and how this kind of bucks the trend a little bit. Over Her Flayed Body by Xavier Aldana Reyes is 19 minutes 12 seconds, and it's a visual essay all about martyrs and body horror, and it really delves into some fascinating elements. Then we are on to the archival material. We have the Organic Chronicles, which is an archival feature-length documentary on the making of Martyrs. It runs an extensive 1 hour 25 minutes and is really interesting. An interview with the director, which runs for 19 minutes 20 seconds. I really love his point of view here. I would love to have had a counterpoint with maybe a current interview with him just to compare. Then we have an interview with the special effects, and this is 40 minutes 21 seconds, and it's really interesting, particularly because the effects in this film are so good. To learn the kind of craftsmanship behind it is excellent. We have the teaser trailer, theatrical trailer, the Masters of Cinema trailer, and the Stills Gallery. Also included in this set is a 100-page booklet with some terrific essays. I think my favourite is probably Are You Sure? Martyrs versus Torture Porn, which is a subject matter which I really like reading all about. And that's the extras for Martyrs. There we have it, Martyrs on 4K. It's not for everyone. It is brutal, exhausting, and it is emotionally shattering. But it's also one of the most interesting and important horror films of the 21st century. Eureka's 4K release gives this masterpiece of suffering and transcendence the respectful reference quality edition it really deserved. It's harrowing and an unforgettable experience, beautifully restored and uncompromisingly presented. It's a really great release, one of the best of the year, and yeah, I'm still shocked after watching it for a second time. I'd love to know your thoughts on Martyrs, the effect it had on you watching it, what you think of it. If you love it or hate it, let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box, or links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.